there's no audio. Hold on.
There is a story so strange in its implications that it defies ordinary classification.
I don't care if you've been celebrating No Nut November all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times. Better I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Dro Smoke Mail fan with that dang shit on my left. Your boy Stitch.
Logic never works on crazy.
Ooh, 'tis true. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking people out on the threes, of course, Chronos.
Maestros is the dankest new comic book of 2017.
Oh man, that's a good one. All right, and last but not least, we got the oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja.
Today's podcast is brought to you by the letters W, T, and F.
God damn. We have no Blue tonight. He is saving cities and being sick.
He's got gynosyphil herpal AIDS.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, man, spreading it.
All right, listener of the week will be Mr. X once again. And besides somebody we don't know, it'd be Ty Nguyen. Thank you very much for listening. And the animator, whoever the animator is.
Yeah, we like it.
Actually, I think it's the... No, I can't be. I think it's the old school or new school. He's a YouTube guy. That's what it looks like.
All right.
Anyway.
We'll take him.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And first in the chat is
you got?
Matt from Pre-Recorded Live.
We love him.
Yo, yo.
What up, Mad fam? Oldest ninja in the world. Are we pouring out any Hennessy this evening?
Yeah, we pouring out Fody Dog for Chuck Mosley. Chuck Mosley was the vocalist for the mid-'80s run of alt-metal group Faith No More. Died at the age of 57. In 1987, they had a big hit, We Care a Lot, but Mosley would leave the band shortly until their reunion in 2009. We Care a Lot was used as the intro music to the show Dirty Jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Most people remember the song Epic from Faith No More,
Yeah, it was a
but
great
that was
fucking
after
song.
their lead singer then was not Chuck Mosley. He was the original. And he died November 9th due to the disease of addiction per a statement
Wait,
from his
addiction to
family.
what?
They didn't specify. They just said he's been in.
Just dank memes is what it was.
Damn.
Yeah, dank memes and fooders. That'll be your death. But yeah, he had an addiction, so he was an addict of, I guess, all sorts. So his family put out a statement. They're taking donations for funeral costs, and R.I.P. to him.
R.I.P. to him. Where do we want to go? There was some sad stuff in the news, obviously.
Yeah.
We want to dive into some of that right now? Yep.
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
We should take care of the crazy shit.
All right.
Who wants to kick
Stitch,
us
you want to set us up on that one?
Oh, which one? The number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't because to put out what we're talking about. There was a school shooting ish
Elementary, yeah.
that happened. At first, it was reported that it was taking place at a elementary school in northern California, like up near the I believe it's like Corning, Redding area. It's about maybe like 100 miles north of here. And then as more details began to come out, it turned out that it was happening at multiple locations. The guy was going. It started out as possibly a domestic dispute.
Well,
then he went
killed his
to
wife. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, killed his wife, and then ended up going to several locations, just randomly shooting. And then I don't know if his final stop was the school or somewhere around the campus.
Sounds like he did some stuff after that
Okay.
as well with shooting, but I'm still getting all the details or whatever. But some people lost their life. I don't even have the exact number.
I don't. Last I saw, it was 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still 5.
Okay,
That's what I can
and
tell.
the sheriff of this county, I forget where it was at. He was not about trying to release this guy's name or anything because he didn't want to glorify or put any sort of remembrance on this dude that acted fucking crazy and just didn't know how to act. So I don't know that I didn't really hear any of the news stories today in terms of like what they discovered, except that I did hear. I guess it started out as a domestic violence sort of incident. He killed the wife and then just went off crazy. So.
I've seen his picture in the news and whatnot.
Oh,
He
okay.
looks loony as fuck.
Okay.
But I don't know his name and whatnot. And I think there's something to be said about maybe even what the sheriff was talking about in terms of not wanting to glorify that psycho. So, but
Yeah,
heart goes out. I
that's
mean,
interesting.
obviously I got a kid in elementary school, so whenever I hear about you know, an elementary school shooting. It's like, holy fuck,
Yeah,
that's got to be the most terrifying thing in the world for parents.
Yeah, ironically, like when I was in Santa Rosa, we were sitting in an active shooter class.
Wow.
Like on terms of like how to like deal with it, what's our role and everything. And like in one of the breaks, I checked my phone. I'm like, this just happened. I'm like, and it's from where we were at. It was maybe like 60-ish miles or something. So I was just like, wow, that's pretty crazy. It's unfortunately happened a little bit more frequently. It appears. They went into like the whole history of it. And there've been shootings and stuff at schools that have happened beforehand, but what sparked it off was the one that we all pretty much got to watch live was Columbine.
Yeah.
When it took place, and
What's that? What do you mean?
in terms of like where we had actual cameras.
Oh, okay.
And stuff like helicopters overhead, and we're watching like live footage of like kids being escorted out of the school.
That's true.
And
I
stuff.
forgot
Where
about that,
previously it's like you read about it the next day, or the news says, "Oh, earlier today this happened."
Yeah.
At that time, it was sort of like the innovation of like the 24-hour news cycle.
Yeah.
And that just seemed to make everyone sort of aware of it. Not to completely diverge off of it. It's sort of like with domestic violence with Ray Rice. It's been going on for a long fucking time, but they got that incident where you see a grown-ass, big mother MFer knock a woman out, and everyone's just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. We need to react to this. And
remember, a lot of piece of shit people didn't have a problem with the first video.
Oh, yeah.
And wanted to make a whole lot of excuses. And I was like, well, you know, the second one came out, and then everybody was like acting like they were shocked. I was like, you could see it in the first one. He's dragging her by her fucking hair almost, you know, caveman style.
Yeah.
I was like, nothing good happened in that elevator.
Yeah.
The fuck? All right. Wow. And then the world has exploded in terms of sexual assault.
Oh, man.
Should we jump in?
Man.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I made some statements about it on Facebook. I mean, obviously these people are there's people on this list that I don't think are guilty. Like George Takei comes to mind. I don't think he's guilty of sexual misconduct at all, because what the guy said was that, did you know about that story about what happened?
Explain it for George Takei.
Yeah, so apparently this is like years ago, like maybe 40 years ago or something like that. It was a fucking long time ago. And apparently there was this guy, they went home with George Takei, and they were drinking, and then he said that he woke up and to find George Takei's hand down his pants.
Is this pre-Star Trek or post-Star Trek?
I think it might be post, but I'm not really sure. It doesn't really matter, though.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think that one might be kind of bullshit is because, I mean, like, if you go to somebody's house and have drinks with them, I mean, that's not giving the okay, but you can't. Obviously, the guy was drinking, might have passed it because he was drunk or whatever, and then, you know, whatever happened. Like, that's the one I just find hard to believe. It's like, dude, you don't go to somebody's house after he admitted that he was hitting on him, go to his house, have drinks, and then all of a sudden you say you black out and woke up with his hand down your pants. It's like, I don't know, man. And plus, I trust, you know, George Takei's, like, judgment. He's, like, commented on, he said, honestly, he can't even remember who the fuck this guy is. And he said that he would never do something like that. And then people were pointing to these, some interviews that he did with, what was his name? Howard Stern, about him talking about, you know, hitting on dudes and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, I think we're in a really gray area right now where people, they're misconstruing honest, like, I guess, hitting on somebody with, like, sexual assault or something like that. Because, I mean, if you're going to say that anytime you touch somebody inappropriately, you know, that's sexual assault, there's times when that's not sexual assault. Like, if you're in a club or some shit and you're grinding on a chick, that's not necessarily sexual assault. If she says no and then you keep going, that's sexual assault. But if you do it in the club and you're dancing and shit like that, I don't find that sexual assault at all. I mean, that's part of trying to court somebody.
Yeah,
I think we're in a strange area where trying to court somebody can be misconstrued as like sexual assault, and that's like, I would hate to date in fucking today's time. To be honest with you, old ninja, when you eventually get back in the pool, good fucking luck, because people are fucking going crazy about shit like this.
Just go to Thailand. They got great lady boys.
Yeah,
exactly.
Age of consent's 13 there.
Oh god damn.
I'm just taking it
maybe it's
story
at
by
9.
story with all this. I mean, it's so hard to keep track of because it seems like there's 4 different names that come out each day. And for me, I mean, you got to put it out what it is that happened. That there's a difference between, and we had this discussion a couple weeks ago, you being hit on or someone like giving you your number or asking you out to dinner than what Kevin Spacey did. There's
Yeah,
like there's spectrums of it, and I
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hit on children. Okay, if you're an adult, can't hit on children.
Yeah, like
That's a definite
yeah.
line.
Just like that guy from Alabama that's trying to justify it and all kinds of it's,
No, it's not okay.
Wait,
But I also
what guy from Alabama?
There's like a
Pastor.
senator.
Oh,
He's a pastor, right?
I thought it was- maybe it's a senator and a
there's guys
pastor.
that's running for like a Senate seat.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Oh, is it that Roy guy? Roy
Moore
Moore?
or something like
Yeah, I
that.
thought he was like some kind of religious dude. Hold on.
He might be both. He might be like
He's-
religious.
yeah.
Well, he's starting to use religion. He's like, well,
He's the Senate. He's part of the Senate because they've been asking him to step down. I didn't know what his charge was. I thought it was because he said something. I
He
know
was.
he
It was a
did something.
14-year-old or something that he was with back in like the 70s.
Alleged.
Well, she
Oh,
came out and
shit.
spoke.
I'm
No.
sorry, he's a fucking judge.
Oh,
Oh,
goddamn.
shit.
Jesus.
Not
Yeah,
good
but
luck.
he's up for like election or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
They want him to drop out.
Alabama.
All right.
But yeah, but there is, and I encourage people to do your own research into what's being claimed against these people. Me and Old Ninja love Kevin Spacey. Now I can't fuck with this dude.
Yeah, I can't watch the rest of the series,
It's
man.
ridiculous.
It's fucked.
It breaks my heart because this dude's a powerhouse on almost
Yeah.
everything he does.
But it's like I don't want people, and like even the guy that plays Ari Gold, Jeremy Piven. He's another one of my favorite actors, and I'm trying to get.
Yeah, that dude.
I'm trying to understand what exactly was done. Like, all right, yeah, he hit on you or something while he's on set. I don't consider that sexual
Yeah,
harassment.
if you're hitting on somebody, that's not sexual.
Now, if
harassment.
you're
I
like-
mean, unless you're like the boss, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't hit on your employees.
yeah,
Yeah, and with the one exception, even if you're a peer employee and that person says, "Hey, I'm not interested,"
Yeah,
then
then-
you should
yeah.
stop.
Or if I'm not comfortable with this, then yeah, stop.
One no means no.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and but if you're like
Louis C.K.
and you're jerking off in front of people,
But
that's a
this-
big red flag.
This is the weird part for me though.
How
It's
do you
like,
get to that point?
Hold on, this is the problem that I have with this story though. All right, so I understand what he did was fucked up. But if somebody walks into a room, whips out their dick, and starts jacking out in front of me, I'm gonna do two things. One of two things: either I'm gonna kick the dude in the dick, or I'm gonna leave, or both. Kick the dude in the dick and leave. Like I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, you just whipping your dick out and jacking out in front of me."
Well-
Like that's really fucking weird.
What gets even more peculiar, and again, fact check me if I'm wrong on this, but he admitted to gaining consent to do
Yes.
said acts
Yeah.
of masturbating in front of people, and I understand if that's a coworker and you're the boss, like we went over,
Yeah.
or someone has said,
But
"Hey."
these are his peers though. I think
It
They were
sounds
comics.
like most of them. Maybe there was one that was working for him.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
there was I know there was one about a lead writer, and he came in the green room stripped naked
for
and did it.
lead writer for him.
For
though.
him, yeah.
Okay, then that's an employee.
But
I get that.
what I don't know is if she had already known that was a thing, or he just assumed that everybody knew, and they already gave her a heads up, and he went and do it. That's the gray area. I don't know.
I don't-
What
It's
was
still
going
not
on.
okay.
know how that's gray.
Yeah.
You can't just
Yeah,
whip
well,
your dick out and
the
start
thing
beating
is,
it.
the reason why I say it's great is because if his whole writing staff knew and they informed her of it, then she knew that it could potentially happen. But that doesn't mean that she's.
That-
It's
But
still
hold
not
on,
okay.
hold on. What he said that what he admitted to was quote unquote asking, even though fucked up, whatever, boss employee, dynamics, but asking and them saying okay in an uncomfortable way probably. So fucked up, yeah, I'm with you
But
on
if,
that.
Yeah, but if you get consent, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
But if you're
Fucked up,
saying,
yeah.
hey, can I whip out my dick and start masturbating, and you don't say hell no, motherfucker.
Yeah, that should be definite hard yes or hard no.
I don't quite get the mentality of I'm going to allow you to do that, not be into it, and be horrified. You know what I mean?
No, maybe.
But-
Good job security, maybe.
Nah, fuck that. There ain't no job worth it.
Yeah, that seems weird, but I don't.
I don't know.
Also, but the other thing is, I don't want to put this anywhere near the scale of Kevin Spacey or Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
You saw a big redheaded ginger's dick whacking off. I know that that's not pleasant.
It's a sex crime.
I get, but
But
it's
not,
just-
not with consent, it's not.
But hold on. It's the sex crime of the same order of flashing, right?
No,
No.
not one. If
Yeah,
you
no,
are
it's not,
exposing
yeah.
yourself and then you are pleasuring yourself, those are two vastly different things. Essentially, it's like when you go to New Orleans and you
Okay.
flash your tits or whip out your whatever on Bourbon Street.
Mm-hmm.
That's different than you beating your meat.
So hold on, let me just make sure I understand. Even with the beating of meat, you put it on the same scale as sexual assault for a 14-year-old or rape?
No, I'm not trying to rank them on the pyramid.
You're saying there's a difference in crimes between just showing your dick and then jacking off in front of somebody.
Yeah, because when you get charged, you're charged with two separate acts. One is the exposure, and the other one is a sexual act in public or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or though he's in the green room. Yeah, if it's in the green room, they probably give you with something else. I don't know.
Well, you're still in public though. Even in a green room.
Oh yeah,
it's still public. You're in front of somebody. It's still in public.
Yeah, it's not in your own home.
Yeah, he's not. And then it's different if he's on private property as well. Like if he's at late night or what was it? Any of the late night TV shows.
Only time it makes a difference if you're on a school.
Oh shit! Oh
shit! Maybe depending on what part of the United States you're in, a church. But yeah. Like schools are big no-nos.
Oh, I'm glad they're
you think?
No-nos.
Yeah,
I'm glad they're but I still don't put it anywhere near. People are equating and saying it's very similar, and they're talking about it the same way. It's not nowhere close to me to Kevin Spacey or Weinstein.
They're both, to me, they're way off in the deep end of just sexual deviancy that I don't consider normal. And I'm not trying to say one is better or worse than. You defended yourself hard.
Yeah, I was just about to say sexual deviancy is all that Prodigy ever does. He has a folder dedicated to sexual deviancy.
Yeah. This is my problem with Kevin Spacey. It's like, look, man, you're a great actor. Why couldn't you just act now like a pedophile for the rest of your fucking life? You could have done that.
Even if he was doing the quasi creepy thing of going after 19, 20-year-old men, everything would have been fine. You know what I mean?
Just a couple years.
Yeah, exactly. Just wait a few years, goddammit. And he probably has...
Still gross, but it's acceptable.
He probably has male groupies all the time all over
for sure.
him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he probably went to a Bryan Singer party. Got hooked up.
Yeah.
But I was going to... speaking of sort of Bryan Singer or with Brett Ratner, in terms of what I had read, and I don't know how accurate it was because I couldn't remember the actual source, he sort of forced... what's her name to come out?
Ellen Page.
Yeah, in terms of like,
I don't get this one, man. I every time someone tries to explain it to me, it does not add up or make any sense. But please try.
So supposedly, and if I remember this correctly, you might have to sort of fact check it because I don't want to speculate and get shit wrong.
That's what we do on here.
But I guess when she was on the set of one of the X-Men movies,
X-Men Last Stand.
Okay, he made some sort of comment about saying like, we need a guy to come out here. And,
wait, is he the producer? Director?
He's the director.
He was the director.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was another actor. I believe the actor was female, and he made a statement like, "You should fuck her to make sure that she's gay." Okay. And at the time, Ellen Page was 18, and she hadn't publicly come out.
That does not seem like a worthy event of even it being headline news or talked about whatsoever.
When you're 18 and confused about your sexuality, and someone else,
you're still an adult.
Yeah,
those are words, and they're not even necessarily hitting on her.
No, he wasn't. But I mean, it's still.
What are we talking about here?
I mean,
this is why I don't get this one.
It's sort of inappropriate to say, I guess, but I mean, at the same time, meh.
Yeah.
I think I kind of try to equate this to me like outing your fetishes to like your coworkers. Like if I show up to one of your board meetings and be like, "Oh, you know that foodophile that you had?" You're like, "Why are you saying this in front of everybody else?" I mean, it's not.
Well, this is what's even sillier about it. This happened when she was 18, but she didn't come out until she was fucking way
25?
older.
Yeah.
No, wait, she came out in 2014.
Oh shit!
It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, okay. With this, because she was in what, Last Stand, and then
she's in the Last Stand.
That's I get the shit X-Men movies confused now. Which one was her first one?
That was
her first one, and she was
her first X-Men.
She's not in. She's not next to. She's in Days of Future Past as well.
So she went back to the same director?
No, I don't know who directed. It was not Brett Ratner who directed Days of Future Past.
Okay,
totally different director.
So she's never worked with him again.
I can't say that. I don't know.
I don't think so. But with my whole understanding, the way I sort of maybe rationalize with her not saying anything is because you're signed on to a multi-million-dollar mega franchise film.
Yeah.
And you don't want to fucking harikari your fucking career and shit. If you think about like what happened with Megan Fox in terms of the beef that she got into with Michael Bay. And we haven't seen Megan Fox in shit, really.
She ain't talented, but
Well,
all right.
she's in, what was it, the Ninja Turtle movie?
Yeah, but essentially she was tied on to fucking Transformers. She wasn't going to go anywhere until she started fucking, or not fucking up, but getting in little quarrels with the manager, with Michael Bay. And he's like, you're gone. You're done. You're not working.
Not that I'm defending people who are sexual harassers, because I'm certainly not. I just hate putting this incident in the same conversation.
No, they aren't.
As Weinstein or even Louis C.K. or Kevin Spacey. This guy sounds like he made a probably dumb, maybe inappropriate comment once a few years ago on a movie set that wasn't even him harassing her sexually.
And this brings up some shit that I brought up a couple days ago, is that we live in like right now for some reason it's exploding all these allegations, but I don't see any fucking charges coming from anybody. But people are getting
Well, Weinstein did get charges are being filed against him.
Oh, finally, Jesus Christ. Took fucking took a long time. But most of these people, they're just allegations. And it's like, look, man, like people are getting destroyed in the court of public opinions and when they should be getting destroyed in the fucking legal system. Like, I don't understand why if somebody alleges something, you need to, like, don't rely on the public to do something about that shit. You need to rely on the fucking legal system. You know what I mean? If somebody wronged you like that, if they sexually assaulted you, you need to bring it up in court so they can get like convicted of some shit. You know what I mean? Like you accusing fucking Kevin Spacey years after the fact of him sexually assaulting you when you were a kid. Guess what? He's gonna cry at home in his fucking Lamborghini. You know, he's gonna wipe his tears with his fucking $100 bills. It's not hitting him. Like, yeah, he lost some roles, but the motherfucker's already rich. He's already, past his prime anyway. Like, he's already basically done all he needed to do as a fucking actor to make it to where he wanted to be. You're not destroying his fucking life. You're making him miss some roles. That's it.
It seems like exactly what I said about the Taylor Swift thing when she wanted $1. When I said real change is putting these people behind bars. Because that's how you stop and you deter. Yeah, homeboy can't get a job on a radio station, but I'm sure he can still serve sandwiches at Chick-fil-A.
Well, but for that, it was different because she didn't actually sue him.
Who did?
He sued her.
Yeah, but he sued her, but then she was like, well, since you're going to sue me, I'm going to sue you back. So, and
well, you can counter. I mean, you have the right to do that.
But I don't I don't understand how that's all monumental and that changes.
Well, no, because his life was already, because what she did was she basically destroyed the guy's life, which he deserved to have his life destroyed because of what he did. He was found guilty of. All right, so
there was a conviction.
Yeah, there was conviction, and so, but he was already he already couldn't get a job anyway.
It was a civil. He wasn't criminally charged.
No, yeah, it was a civil suit.
It was a civil suit where he lost $1.
But to Taylor Swift though, the damage already been done. That's the reason why he sued her, is because she told her mom, and then her mom went to their management and then got him fired, and he can't get a fucking job.
So why not report it from jump?
Oh, I'm totally with you.
Yeah,
they should have, but
because that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
3 minutes ago, when all these people are like, well, why'd you wait till 2014 to say something? Why'd you wait till from 1970 to say something? Say something then. Don't say something when fucking, he comes at you or something like that. That's how you let people know. And I don't know the person's name that maybe whoever it was that accused or brought out the Kevin Spacey thing, because that seemed to just open up the floodgates.
Yeah.
But kudos to that guy for at least, I guess, shedding light on it maybe.
Well, yeah, but this is another problem I have, though, is that when somebody comes out and accuses somebody of something in public like that, I don't know if it's fucking true or not. Unless the other guy says that he's basically a piece of shit, or the other person, I can't just say a guy, because women do that shit too. You don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
And so for all these people to come out there and just accusing, and now the court of public opinion, all of a sudden, if somebody accuses somebody of something else like that, they automatically think the person's guilty. And it's fucking bullshit. I
will always remind people, especially folks who like sports, of the Duke lacrosse team.
Yep.
Which is the perfect example that you should, if you aren't familiar with it, they did a 30 for 30 on it, and you can look it up online. Accused of all kinds of heinous sexual assault crimes against a stripper back in the day, young men.
Just happened to Nelly too.
Exactly. Unfortunately, it's not 100% true that every accusation is accurate.
Well, that's why we have a court system to figure out who's telling the truth and then convict people if they're found guilty.
Yeah.
They're innocent until proven guilty, but in the court of public, you're basically trying to appeal to a mob, and the mob is always going to be on the side of who accused first, and that's fucking wrong. That's why you have courts. That's why I find it weird in America. This is acceptable nowadays in fucking 2017. We've had a court system that's sort of worked for the most part for the past, however many years.
Yeah, there's issues, but yeah, I would much rather have convictions of someone who's, for me, assaulters are the absolute worst.
Oh, and somebody just said in the chat room, so I'm not going to call out the name. Well, people can already see the name. So the justice system isn't punishing sex offenders because they practice favoritism. I totally disagree. There's been outliers that it's true that people are not found guilty, but that shit is abhorrent.
Hold on, I'm trying to understand the statement.
They're saying that justice system isn't punishing sex offenders because they practice favoritism, but that's the rarity. For the most part, people are found guilty of rape and sexual assault all the fucking time. Just because, 1 or 2 or 3 people here, in a year are not found guilty doesn't mean that there's favoritism towards, one side or the other. They're outliers. And
Well,
it's fucked up and it shouldn't happen.
I think the main issue is consistency in terms of how you're punishing these people. You'll have an act like Brock Turner, for example, a rich, wealthy athlete kid.
Yeah, that's what this
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah, and I mean, it's some things get more sensationalized more so than others. I mean, you had that incident. Even though it wasn't brought up in court, but you have the president who's on tape saying he's grabbing chicks by their pussy and stuff, and everyone's like, "Oh no, that's fine. It's just locker room talk." But when something happens, like we're hearing with George Takei had his hand down another person's pants. Supposedly, it's like, oh, he's got to go. We got to get rid of him. So I think people are picking and choosing what they believe at with just no level of consistency and no like baseline value for fact. I think they're just choosing it based on, yeah, he looks like he would do it. I like him now. I don't like him. Fuck him. Get rid of his. Yeah. So I think people need to get a little bit more consistency, or like I said before, read into it and come up to an intelligent decision rather than just reading a tweet.
Well, and one thing that isn't consistent that nobody brings up ever is the fact that when women are sexual assaulters, they get drastically reduced fucking jail times compared to men.
Let's call it what it is. We've all seen it in the news multiple times, especially on the teacher with a young underage male student.
Yeah,
and that.
It's almost always isn't a crime. It's like
almost a slap on. It's almost always a slap on the wrist, if at best.
You get like community service, maybe. It seems like
it's fucking bullshit. Like that one chick. I forget what her name was, but she went to jail for a little while, and now she had a baby with the dude. That
I know exactly what you're talking about.
How the fuck does that happen?
Yeah, but
well, there's one we didn't talk about that was actual victim was Terry Crews.
Yeah,
he's on the list.
Mentioned it a couple times.
Well, we didn't talk about because we talked about all these men that are being accused of assaulting, but then
we talked about it.
Well, Terry Crews got something from. Well, he was groped at a party in front of his wife.
We talked about it.
I'm not done. But the thing was that he didn't report it because he felt that in the news he would be ostracized and then he would be damned, like we were just talking about a second ago. But that's one of the reasons why people don't report it, because they feel like they'll get the backlash, like they'll be like shunned in a way. Because he thought that he wouldn't get work if he accused a high level executive.
Yeah, we talked about that at the time. Like we broke it down. The guy already had football money. I mean, we talked about it. So old ninja's got old memory.
Yeah.
All right. God damn.
I think he said the person's name though. That was something that was new information, but I don't know who.
He did.
So.
I think he called the person out.
And real quick too, Corey Feldman, is that?
He accused somebody.
He's been accusing people left and right. He's been accusing people left and right on like the Oz show or whatever, Dr. Oz show.
Well, he was a legit victim of.
Yeah, but he's calling out names and actually pressing charges too. Well, or saying he wants to.
Well, he can't now. It's like it's way too late. There's a statute of limitation. Like,
is there really for child molestation?
I'm pretty sure there is. Like you can't call somebody out. Like one of the reasons why there's a statute of limitation is because after a certain amount of time, human fucking memories are really fucked up.
No, it's a long time for that.
Because I thought they went after like the Catholic priests quite a.
Though they were Sandusky was doing his shit in '74.
Yeah, I feel like it's a longer time than just
it might
a few
depend on the
years.
jurisdiction. I know like certain crimes there is no statute. Like if it's straight up rape, I don't think that there is. Certain aspects of like sexual assault, it varies.
With a kid, I mean,
okay. So apparently in California, they eliminated the statute of limitations on rape cases. So if you got raped, it's pretty much however long you want.
When did does it say when that changed? Or
that was like 2000. This was like last year.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I know certain places there's none. Some it's like 20, 15, 20, 25 years. But,
All right.
a lot. There was a guy that was released from jail. I saw maybe I think it might have been Louisiana. He was released after he was jailed for like 21 years on some false rape conviction and shit.
Yeah. Normally it's 10 years.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
But now things have changed, at least in California, maybe depending on where you are. Do we want to switch gears a little bit from this allegation stuff to maybe some EA Battlefront controversy?
yeah. Go ahead.
Old Ninja, this is, you are Mr. Star Wars. You've been looking forward to this game and talking about it for 11 years.
Yeah.
What's going on? There's controversy. What's
Yeah,
happening?
there's huge controversy. So it basically stems from microtransactions. So the way that EA had it set up is that in order to get high-profile hero characters, so basically you can only get hero characters with like these star cards. So in order to unlock the star cards, you had to get in-game credit, and you can also buy through microtransactions, these cards that could potentially give you that hero. The thing was, everything you're getting in is random, but it's kind of like that pay-to-win type thing.
It's just like loot box random?
Yeah, it's like in Overwatch, those little loot boxes type thing. But the thing was, if you spent enough money, you have a high chance of potentially getting like a star. But the big case was Darth Vader. So in the game, it was like 40,000 credits to get the character, and they're saying like you would have to play 40 hours using in-game credit to get that character. Which I guess apparently, according to ESRB, average gamers play about 6.7 hours a week or a day or something like that. Well, if it was a week, it would take you 5 weeks to get to one character, and there's multiple characters in the game. So EA went on Reddit and posted this shit, and then fucking Reddit just fucking blew them all up. So it became the most downvoted fucking post on Reddit in history.
Wow.
So it made the fucking news. So then like EA jumped back and was like, all right, we're going to lower the amount it takes to get this character, but they also lowered the amount of credits you earn within the fucking game.
Were people the most pissed off about Vader because he's so popular and so well known?
They're mostly pissed off about the microtransactions and about this pay-to-win ideology. Because if you pay, because you can pay real money to get in-game credit to buy these loot boxes, which could potentially get you a high-value like hero character.
So just to clarify it, because all I have familiarity with is Overwatch on this. You're saying that once you open the loot box, you would get either a character or gear that would give you a competitive advantage, potentially over like a competitive multiplayer.
Yes, you would get these cards. So because I played the beta, so when you get these boxes, there was shit that would like improve shields, improve lasers, like health and shit.
It's pay to win.
Yeah, there was some shit to get for like troops and both battleships. If you get these loot cases, you pay for them, you can get really good shit. You can basically boost yourself up, and people were fucking blowing up.
Is it because people just don't want to grind anymore, or is it just
yeah?
completely...
I think it's a little bit of both.
You had to grind for like 40 fucking hours, which is that's fucking extreme.
So the problem with that is that's just one character. There's literally, I think, 10 to 15 hero characters, and if you're doing that much just for one, you got to grind out to get like another one. Like Luke and Vader were both like 40,000, so you'd have to play for like 2.5 months just to get like 2 characters.
I mean, I remember when like Call of Duty first came out. I think they did it like the best as far as because you had ranking systems and they had good matchmaking, and you would unlock weapons that were obviously advantageous.
Sure.
But it was like there was like a scale to get up to there. You know what I mean? Like I never felt like that I was getting fucked over because obviously the person that got the better weapons and better equipment, they worked on that shit. Like there was no option to pay for it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And everyone knew that person had prestige 2 or 3 times, and
yeah.
you were level 10.
And you can see it, yeah.
But another
but
thing,
you should never be playing with somebody that prestige that many times if you're level 10. Right?
Yeah, but another thing is if you happen to be lucky enough to kill that person, you can actually pick up their weapon.
Yeah,
and
that's
you would.
true.
I don't know, certain versions you would get their perks as well. Like if you picked up their weapon, you would get their perks. Well, whatever perks they put on that gun. In Battlefront, it doesn't work that way. Like you stay the class you are. You don't pick up other weapons. You stay with whatever you got.
I mean, they're getting greedy, you know, and they're fucking up. They're paying for it now. I mean, their workaround was fucking bullshit. I mean, they lowered the amount of points. Oh, sorry, they lowered the amount of points that you needed to get the character, but they also lowered the amount of points you got in like overall in the game. So they made everything. So it's basically the same thing.
Wait a minute. Isn't
proportional
EA
drop.
the same ones that gave us Mass Effect earlier this year?
Yeah, they did.
Trash.
But they also give. But they also do. They also gave us Battlefield. Battlefield 1.
I hear you.
And they also own fucking Activision. So they're on.
No, they don't.
No, they don't own Activision.
I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had some kind of partnership way back in the day.
Okay, so-
but they still have like a bunch of franchises that they
So,
do shit.
what was their response to this PR disaster on Reddit?
Their whole thing about lowering shit. But that's pretty much it. Just
What did they
lowering-
lower?
They lowered, like Cronus and I had said, they just lowered the amount it cost to acquire it, but then they also proportionally lowered the amount that you earn in game. So it's like, it's still the same fucking shit.
So they're still playing the same game?
Yeah, it's still the same fucking bullshit. So a lot of people are fucking pissed. It's like people feel like EA didn't solve the problem. They just fucking.
What did Battlefront 1 have going on when it comes to like unlocking characters? How did that work? I never played it.
Shit, I can't even think about it right now. It wasn't the same. Like they had star cards and shit, and they did have in-game credit, but they didn't have microtransactions.
Wow.
At all. You had to you'd basically grind out in order to like get shit, and that's a lot of things that people were pissed about. Like it was like 70,000 credits to get like, you know, one character, and it was just a skin, mind you. It wasn't like weapons or anything. It was just a skin.
Cosmetic.
And you were earning like maybe if you did good, you were earning 1,200 credits per match.
Damn. All
So
right.
you would have to seriously grind. To try to get
Are you still excited about this game?
I
or
mean,
are you
I love
pissing on it now?
I love the beta. I already pre-ordered, so I'm still gonna play the game.
It already came out, right?
If you pre-ordered the digital, you were able to play yesterday. But I
That's
got
fucking lame too. God,
Yeah.
this was on the same fucking day.
yeah.
What the fuck?
So I got a physical copy, so I have to pick mine up tomorrow night at 9 West Coast time.
Okay.
So,
And so you're doing it. And
yeah,
you'll let
I
us
mean,
know.
I'd already pre-ordered like 2 months ago. So,
Sucker.
but I enjoy the Star Wars franchise. I almost literally own almost every game that Star Wars.
So you're gonna be unbiased with your review of this?
No. When is he ever unbiased on shit?
What the fuck? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I mean, I love the beta. We'll see what changes they made after the beta.
God
So
damn.
I mean, because I'm gonna be playing the campaign. So.
Well, yeah, but I heard the campaign is 6 to 8 hours, bro.
Oh no, campaign's supposed to be 10 to 15 hours, just like fucking Uncharted.
It's 10 hours because on that slow frame rate on Xbox.
Whoa, slow frame rate.
Actually,
You're tripping.
I'm gonna be totally unbiased. here.
don't tech.
Sorry, man.
I was sounding smart.
Yeah.
Got to tech fact check
Well,
me.
on the Xbox One, you're right. It's less specs, but the Xbox One X is technically the superior console as far as like specs go, and it is running shit in 4K at a higher frame rate and actually at a higher resolution than the PS4 Pro. That's fact at this point in time. What is also a fact is that there's no fucking first party games coming out for the goddamn system like at all. Like when's Crackdown coming out, bro?
Oh, wait.
Not till 2018.
Well, I mean, it depends. It always depends on your definition of this stuff, though. Nowadays, yeah. I mean,
Exclusives.
yeah, you're right. Because
Exclusive games for the Xbox One.
because if something's on PC, it's technically not exclusive. I hear you.
it's not.
Yeah, I hear you. So and I think even Cuphead and obviously PUBG are PC games.
Yeah.
So
and that run better on PC. Yeah, I mean the Xbox One X. You know what's hilarious to me? They spent both fucking PlayStation and the Xbox. They spent all this money on making new high resolution, versions of their basically 0.5 of this new generation, right? And they just got kicked in the teeth by fucking Nintendo, and their shit's totally underpowered. Like you think they would fucking paid attention, but they just wrote them off.
I feel like the Pro, it was just weird. I don't know.
Well, so's the Xbox One X. The only I'll tell you what, the Xbox One X, where there is an advantage, is that it plays 4K Blu-rays.
Okay.
That's great. The PS4 Pro does not. But still, we're at a time to where we're realizing that graphics are not everything. I don't need everything to be fucking realistic. I just need to be fucking fun.
Well, I need my porn in 4K. I'm just
There you
saying.
go.
No, you don't, because then you can see the herpes scars, bro.
Let me switch it up a little bit. I never got a chance because I had to leave early last week. Call of Duty World War II dropped. Anybody else playing this one?
I thought you were going to talk
No.
about the BTI question you didn't answer last week about the international. What country gotta go?
Oh.
Yeah, you weren't here for that craziness.
It was like Africa,
yeah,
Europe, or fucking
Asia.
and then...
Those aren't countries.
I mean,
Continents.
continents.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm glad you know. See, you've already ranked higher than Old Ninja now in terms of geography.
All right. Anyway, Call of Duty, goddamn.
Technically, Europe's not a continent either, but it's all good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anyway, God damn it. Let's go to Call of Duty World War II. I absolutely hated, like most people, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, any of those space age kind of shooter ones.
I liked them. Fuck you.
You did you play Did you play Infinite Warfare?
Yeah, I liked it. Fuck it.
You did play it?
He
Yeah,
did.
I have.
We were,
All right.
Like we were around the same. We were like neck and neck when we were beating the game.
Yeah, I bought it all late because I don't buy those. I don't buy games that come out every fucking year new. Like this.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You're not mad at me.
Wait,
Yeah,
didn't you get yours Black Friday-ish? Because it was like $30.
Yeah, I got it for super cheap.
Yeah, that's
Just
why
like,
I bought
I'm gonna
mine.
do the same thing with Assassin's Creed Origins.
But Infinite Warfare was nowhere near as good as some of the classic Call of Duties.
No,
and
but
same with Advanced
I
Warfare.
still have fun though.
Um,
Wait, actually, I'm thinking of Black Ops.
yeah,
Oh,
that's what. I was about to say Black Ops 3. Totally, I'm with you on that. That was a great game, but
That was futuristic too, though.
it had a lot of futuristic elements, but it didn't go so far over the edge where it had spaceships, and that's what Infinite Warfare had.
What's wrong with spaceships?
Yeah, I don't want spaceships on my Call of Duty.
You're
Yeah.
fine with airplanes and tanks?
Yeah,
Fuck out of here.
yeah. No,
Same thing, but it's black.
this one literally was trying to be on some Mass Effect shit or some
it
No
was
Man's
like-
Sky bullshit.
What was that? What's that shit? Fucking Planet Side or fucking Tribes or some shit?
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had problems. Very few people liked Infinite Warfare from last year. Anyway,
Somebody's asking in the chat room: are there African American soldiers in COD World War II? I think there is. There's women in it, so there should be.
so
There
so
should
fa-
not be women in fucking World War II.
well, so
Wait. Agent Carter disagrees with you.
so there
about real life.
are some women in Call of Duty's campaign. However, they're not on the side of the Americans or the troop that you're in.
How about you answer the chat room? African Americans, bro.
Well, hold on, goddammit!
I'm not holding on.
You mentioned women too, so they have them, and they're part of like the resistance with France and with Britain, mostly like Agent Carter's spies, like kind of like that. Going to African Americans, I have seen none in the troop that you're in or the squad that you're in for the campaign as of yet. And I'm about 80% through.
I saw a picture where somebody was up in arms about there was 2 African Americans that were hanging from a tree in the game, and they were all pissed.
I have not seen that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually in the game, but I was like, that would still be historically accurate at that time. That shit was still happening.
There's plenty of gruesome stuff from World War II. So yeah. I mean,
no, I was like, let's not pretend. Let's not sweep the shit under the rug. Like you're saying that they didn't want to see that, but I'm like, yeah, but if it was historical, like, why would you just like glance over? That'd be kind of more disrespectful.
it would be.
Yeah,
It would be, and
it's like leaving out the slaves out of fucking the Civil War.
and I know they touch upon the Holocaust, obviously, pretty heavily with World War II and whatnot, and they show the horrors of D-Day and all that other stuff. So it's a war fucking game, but it's boots on the ground again. That's one of the things that's the most exciting.
The problem is that during World War II we were sort of integrated, but not really. There were only certain units that were integrated, right? And then there was other units that were not integrated at all. They were just black units. So
Yeah.
I'm speaking from like a military guy, so I do know some military history. Actually, probably quite a bit, but yeah, they were still mostly segregated back then. So
Yeah, you had your that's
like
where
the
you
Tuskegee
red
Airmen and
tails,
shit like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But anyway, so game it's fun. It reminds me of old school Call of Duty. You got your Nazi zombies, you got your multiplayer, obviously, and a very, very good campaign so far. reminiscent of Battlefield 1, except with World War II in a lot of ways.
I wish there was more single player on Battlefield 1 because I really want to play the game more. But after I played, multiplayer a couple times, I was getting sniped and I just had a pistol. I was like, "Fuck this."
Multiplayer is brutal.
It is brutal, but it's so fun though.
Yeah, I still play that with Old Ninja to this day. So
Yeah,
that's a good
we
one.
still. I mean, we were doing weekly Thursday nights, fucking doing Battlefront. I mean, we slipped up a little bit, but we still managed to get that out. It's still fun. We don't even have the premium shit, but just doing the basic gameplay is still fucking crazy.
There's premium stuff. What the fuck?
Yeah, the Battlefield.
He's just talking about DLC.
Yeah, it's just DLC. They call it premium.
Is it paid for?
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it.
It's like you got to buy a season pass and they give you all the
No,
bullshit.
fuck that.
Well,
Fuck
no, you can buy
that.
it individually too.
Yeah, but fuck that.
But there are enough maps on the multiplayer in general. Like, even if you don't buy that, there's plenty to play.
I mean, this is the problem that I have with like games that are like multiplayer games that do like these map packs and shit. Like I'm not paying for a fucking map pack. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense. it's fucking bullshit. If you're gonna give me DLC and you want me to pay for it, it's gotta be on the level. It's gotta be on the level of like a fucking Blizzard game or fucking Borderlands. If it's nowhere near that level, you can go fuck yourself. When I mean on that level, I mean it's gotta give me at fucking least 8 hours of additional gameplay. If you're not giving me that kind of shit, fuck you.
When you say additional gameplay, and we're talking about multiplayer, would you take in place of maps additional modes?
Additional modes, that'd be sort of acceptable. But then I feel like, why wasn't it in the game to begin with? They should have been. It should have been in the game.
Yeah, because that's what Battlefield's been doing. I think since Battlefield 4 is like when you get the pass, they add new modes, and that's what Battlefield 1 did. They added at least 2 new modes.
I mean, look at what. This is why they have no excuse. Look at Rockstar, the way they do all their shit. All their DLC is fucking free. All of it.
Well, hold on. Wait. I think I remember for GTA 4.
Yeah, you have
Well,
to
for
pay.
GTA 5. All of
Okay,
it's free.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
part
for
4,
4,
like
I
the
remember
Ballad
playing.
of Gay Tony, you had to buy, and then you had to buy, what was it, the Lost in the Dam.
But even those were good DLCs.
They were.
And
Really
those were single player ones, right? So all their multiplayer shit is free. And the way that they're making millions off. I don't know why most people they don't pay attention to this stuff, but they're making money off of like reasonable microtransactions.
Oh, sure.
You don't need to buy any of that shit, but you can if you want to.
Yeah,
You literally have people buying truly cosmetic
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
in
Yeah.
GTA 5, and that bringing in buckets of cash. You know what I mean?
It's still crazy to me that it's still in the top 10 selling games this year.
Well, that's why they keep making more additional multiplayer DLC because they're still making a shitload of money off the game.
Did they ever release any additional heists? God
Nope.
damn.
Well, no heist online, yes,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
no heist
No
for single player.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are pissed about that.
All right.
But I'm like, well, if it's multiplayer,
And we have Red Dead right around the corner. Hopefully.
Next
Hopefully.
summer.
Until it gets pushed back again.
Yeah,
Anyway,
just a quick preview though, because we're gonna do a Black Friday episode next week, right before Black Friday. But
yeah, that's true.
But GTA 5 will be on sale Black Friday.
probably
If you
gonna be like
haven't
10
played
bucks.
it, well, you haven't played it, motherfucker.
I've not.
What the
I've not
fuck?
played it. Yeah, I missed it because I didn't know if I was gonna get it for an
You
old
keep
system.
missing it.
Yeah, well now it's gonna be on sale, so I can get it.
Yeah, definitely. That was one of the best games. What was it, like 2014 or something like that?
2013.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about
maybe.
to say it's even earlier
Yeah,
than that.
there's a reason why I keep selling because it's
Yeah.
fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call of Duty, well worth still getting, especially if you want just a fun shooter. Are you still on Evil Within still?
Yeah, I'm still on Evil Within. I was able to grind pretty hard, and I think I'm on probably the last 2 or 3 chapters of the story. Like I said before, I've been playing on Nightmare mode, and it's
That's
been
the hardest setting.
the absolute hardest setting. You don't get there used to be a detection meter that would appear on the top part of the screen that looked like an open or closed eyeball if the boss or someone saw you to let you know how sneaky you are. Nightmare mode, that's not on there. So it's you kind of have to be a little bit careful. And a lot of these bosses, you have to get around them without them seeing you, or else it's just boom. They instantly fucking grab you and
One shot?
they do some crazy fucking scary shit. And especially, it's one of the things I love about the PlayStation 4 controller that I think gets overlooked is when there's creepy ass sound effects coming from the fucking controller, that shit'll really creep you out sometimes. Because when it's on the TV, it's one thing, but you're hearing this wailing sort of witch thing, and I don't fuck with witches since Left 4 Dead.
Oh yeah, shit. Fuck man.
Actually, fuck.
There's there's this one that walks around. I was like, that's a witch. I know that sound, and it just reminded me. And it's this fucking bitch that's just walking around with this kitchen knife, and you got to unload tons of shit into her to put her down, and she will fucking just hardcore sprint at you. And I'm just like, I try to avoid her at all costs. Sometimes I get caught in like a fucking house with her and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck my life. And I'm just like, I gotta take a break because I'm gonna be stressed out for the next couple, like fucking 30 minutes trying to get past this psychopath. Because like the aiming thing kind of sways, and then your shotgun will kind of knock them down, but they'll get up, and then you'll have like a horde of other crazy motherfuckers coming your way. There's like bloaters and stuff. So it's got a lot of Left 4 Dead character types in it, but I'm absolutely loving it. Highly recommend it. If you got like a good subscription service where you can get games for cheap on a monthly pay for play sort of thing, I would highly recommend it.
Let's talk about that. You know what's great? Now you brought it up. That was good timing. It's a service called GameFly. What does GameFly do? Well, I'll tell you. They're like Netflix, but for games. Actually, it's better than Netflix because it's not only just games, they also give to you other forms of media like movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So what they do is they're a monthly subscription service that's basically it's a game rental service. So you pay them a monthly fee and you make a list of games that you want to play, and they send you the game that's on your list, and when you're done with the game, you send it back and they send you the next one that's on your list. I think you can get up to like 2 or 3 games per month. Right, so it's a pretty epic service if you're on a budget or you're just kind of lazy. So let's be honest, some people are just kind of lazy. So it's really great service. They also have a service that you don't even need a console for. So they have basically games for every modern console and actually almost 2 generations back. So you can get things like the Xbox, the Xbox 360 and the PS3 still. But they're not really making games for that right now. But you can also get things that for on a streaming service. So say you don't have a console because it's too expensive. Got you. You can get like an Amazon Fire TV with a controller and you can stream your games. You can also do it on a Samsung Smart TV, on an LG Smart TV, and a few other devices as well. So it's a pretty epic service. Games that are coming out that we just talked about a bunch of games, but LA Noire just came out again. They just re-released it on the PS4 and all the modern consoles, including
on the Switch.
On the Switch,
yeah. I saw that.
Also on the Nintendo Switch is Doom. Doom is on the Switch. I was like, whoa, that's pretty amazing. They're actually bringing AAA titles that are third party to the Switch, which is great because everybody knows that Nintendo's first party games are epic. So there's really no argument there. Other games that are coming out that are going to be pretty good. We already talked about Call of Duty World War II, Assassin's Creed Origins is going to be another good one. Wolfenstein 2, what was it called? South Park: The Fractured But Whole is going to be epic as well. These are all great games that are something you should probably get. You know, use this service or wait till Black Friday, one or the other. So, but I would recommend using this service because honestly, it's less than the price of a game per month, like less than half of the cost of a game per month. And if you go through us, you will get a whole month for free. So basically, you will get to play a game for an entire month for free. And there is never a late fee as long as you are paying the monthly subscription fee. So for y'all that are old, that remember going to Blockbuster and forgetting to return your game, and all of a sudden you got to remortgage your house, yeah, you get rid of all that, but just pay this monthly fee, and you're good. So if you go to gameflyoffer.com/BeThenBTI, you will get the first month on us. Once again, that's gameflyoffer.com/BeThenBTI to your first month on us. And now on with the rest of the show.
So did anyone get Wolfenstein 2? Was it the Colossal whatever?
No, yeah, I will definitely do that because I love Wolfenstein. Although the DLC standalone one, the second one wasn't as good as the first one, but great. It's going to be a great game.
I'm going to get it eventually, but I only have so much time in life.
Yeah,
and then the Fractured But Whole. I know people that are like super addicted to that game. Heard it's really good. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I never played the Stick of Truth either.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Joe from Pre-Recorded Live talks. He raves about it. So.
Yeah, because he's playing it currently.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. But Horizon Zero Dawn. I think myself and Prodigy are the only ones who have the DLC. Anyone else?
I haven't bought it. I will be buying it once I get done with Evil Within.
What'd you say?
Frozen Wild.
Frozen Wildlands from Horizon Zero Dawn.
I haven't got it yet. As soon as I'm done with Shadow of War,
Yeah,
I'll be playing more games. So
Yeah. So Prodigy, you got a chance to.
I'm about maybe a third deep into it, loving it so far. I had the shittiest time initially trying to remember what the fuck the controls were on this game. I don't know why. I was like diving when I wanted to like
Crouch.
and I didn't know how to use my focus again. It took a
Yeah.
little while.
I was like
It
watching
does.
you guys play Metal Gear Solid.
yeah, I was like, it took a second. I was like,
It
man,
does.
I loved this game earlier this year, but I've forgotten these controls this quickly. But I love the character Aloy. I'm liking the story. It feels like very complete. You know how we just mentioned earlier that we want good DLC that's worth it. This seems like it's 8 to 10 hours of very much worth it single player content.
It's easily 10 hours, and it's more if you try to do everything, because you can do the stuff. There's some optional stuff like the hunting grounds. That's optional, and then there's obviously more collectibles to find. That's optional too. There's like its own little story you can do and finish, and then that'll be it. There's a couple new creatures that are fucking super crazy to beat, but it's I've been enjoying it.
One real quick thing. For those who got that extremely powerful like god suit towards the end of Horizon Zero Dawn,
Suit is dope.
Yeah, and you're thinking, well, I'm already a god, and why would I play additional DLC when I have this suit on that makes me invincible? They have a fucking answer for you on that immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like those spears or whatever, right? Or towers or something.
Yeah, it's a tower.
Yeah, but it will. So yeah, to spoil it, it shuts down your fucking god mode suit
Okay.
temporarily, and that adds a whole new level of challenge. So they got you.
Yeah, and it's not like the enemies that you fight you're able to just rip through them. They can break down your shields in one hit.
Yep.
So it's proves to be pretty challenging even with the god suit. Makes you wonder how people beat it without having that suit.
It's possible. But
Yeah, no,
I beat the first one. I never got the
Because
suit.
they're good
No, I'm
gamers.
talking about the DLC.
Oh.
Oh.
Beating the DLC without the suit. Because it's pretty tough.
I mean, you could change your suit. I could try doing it. I could
Yeah,
change
yeah,
my
yeah.
suit out, but
But I'd rather not.
all right.
Switching gears a little bit.
Go ahead.
This is from the chat room. Handsome Zach just mentioned that there's a porn star that is apparently considering to run for president, or
Cool.
maybe is running for president. It's just considering, but I'm pretty sure. She is
Which
running
porn
for
star? What has she done? Was she in Black Patrol?
Her name, I don't know who the fuck it is. Sherry.
Sherry?
I'm sorry, Sherry. Or is it Cherry or Sherry? I don't know. DeVille. And Coolio would be her VP.
All right.
Oh, my
Gangsta's Paradise. I like it.
Yeah.
Do it.
So that's for 2020.
Oh boy, isn't the
Well,
Rock
it says
running?
she hasn't officially filed.
All right.
All right. Well,
Bust it open.
yeah.
We'll see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, isn't the Rock running in 2020?
We'll see. I mean,
I don't know.
nothing official.
I don't want anybody fucking famous. Goddamn. Nobody fucking. I just want somebody that will actually go to work and get shit done and solve problems. Actually, just get rid of the fuck. I keep saying this. Get rid of the fucking president. It's the stupidest fucking idea ever. Can we just get like a council of people?
Are you calling for someone to assassinate the president?
No. Well, it happens, I'm not sure to
Secret
tear.
Service about to run up in here, FBI.
But no, we don't need a fucking president. What we need is like an actual council of fucking people from all walks of life. We need mathematicians, scientists, a couple of politicians, a few lawyers, shit like that, teachers, and people from like all walks of life. Not one fucking head monkey doing this shit. It's so fucking stupid that we have one person making decisions and that has the keys to the fucking nuclear codes. It shouldn't be one person. It should be a collection of people. Like I don't understand that shit. It's some fucking shit that came around when people were wearing fucking powdered wigs. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
There we go. All right. Let's switch gears a little bit. Justice League is upon us, coming out tomorrow.
Heard it was garbage.
So we will see. I'm gonna see it over the weekend. There was a semi-controversy that I thought was kind of funny, actually. The costumes. Have you guys already seen this? The costumes for the Amazons.
Yeah.
We obviously saw the Amazons earlier this year in Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman on the mascara and all of that. Most people enjoyed the depiction of the Amazons overall, and I didn't hear any real beef or whatever. Now they're saying the ones in Justice League are overly sexualized and have cheap costumes that don't look appropriate, quote unquote. And it looks like they're showing basically midriff in like leather bikini tops, something of that sort. Maybe you can pull up an example so people can see what the fuck I'm actually trying to describe here. I didn't really have a problem per se with seeing female abs. I don't think that destroys all of human civilization, but pull it up.
I got a good argument. I'll break it down in a second. Hold on. Once I pull this picture up and I show all the people.
Just side by side, right?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't even know. I'm
Here's
not
the
sure.
picture. Sorry, it's kind of small, but this is the, you know, on the left is from Wonder Woman. On the right is, you know, Justice League. People are already bringing up the fact that Patty Jenkins was a female, so she knows, and then, you know, who the fuck Zack Snyder, which everybody just conveniently kind of forgot that this guy's kid just fucking died. They just threw him on the fucking bus.
They're gonna shit on him anyway.
That's pretty fucked up, y'all. And so he wasn't in all the decisions making for this movie, but you know what? Even if he was, doesn't matter. Let the guy fucking grieve. And it's funny because one of the chicks that's in the shot has the midriff covered, which is, you know what? They just ignored that. Yeah, the problem that I have with this shit is that people are fucking dumb. Because people want to sit there and pretend like, oh, they're sexualizing those women, but they're not. Look up any professional female fighter, whether it be boxing, MMA, or fucking Muay Thai. What are they wearing?
Same exact thing. Basically,
They're wearing a sports bra and like a little skirt or some tiny ass fucking shorts.
Yep.
And you know why that is? It's because it's easier to fucking fight. It's easier to fucking move. So all you people that are out there all up in arms about that shit, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, for
Even men.
Yeah. Here's my thing. You know I'm a Hulk fan. Hulk barely wears pants that are ripping off of his body and never has a shirt on. I mean, you know, and Thor in the last one, plenty of shirt off scenes and whatnot that nobody gave a single solitary fuck about.
But
Or
I
whipped
mean,
his ass though.
but to be
Shut the fuck
but to be
Bullshit.
Iron Man wasn't naked when he pummeled his face.
Nah, because he couldn't be because he got his ass whipped. But I mean, to be honest with everybody though, like besides that stupid ass controversy, I do think the Patty Jenkins, the Wonder Woman designs were better than the Justice League ones. But that's just from a design, like they just look better.
Can I ask you this though, and maybe I don't understand how Hollywood truly works. Obviously, you have your director, but you obviously have your writers, and I thought that you had a separate job that was the costume
designer. Yeah, but they were saying that it was. I don't know if it's a man or not. It doesn't really fucking matter to me. But yeah, it's a costume designer.
But we keep on crediting the directors for some reason, which seems but seems inaccurate. It seems like the costume designer, costume director, or whatever, is the one that actually makes the costumes and does the design.
Well, yeah, but
The director
they have
has
to okay it.
the director has the final say. Director is sort of anything, he gets final stamp of approval.
Okay.
And directors are just like sort of Nazis in terms of like everything being on point.
Does
There's no cream cheese in the fucking in the lunchroom. He's fucking flipping over tables and shit.
But people are acting like these women are literally wearing G-strings or something, and that's not what I see here.
Yeah, sports bras and skirts with long shoes. Like, dude,
I want to see them badass. That's what I want to see. Now, if they're going around getting their ass kicked, and
for the Amazons, yeah,
and
that
just
would be a
looking like
problem.
Foot Clan, like
Yeah,
dummies,
you shouldn't have that with
problem.
the Amazons. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Well, unless they're depending on who they're fighting.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
because they're
point.
fighting.
Fair point. But my other thing is, literally until yesterday, I didn't know Amazons were in this Justice League, and
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I doubt highly that it's about the Amazons like Wonder Woman is
Yeah,
about the
They're
Amazons.
probably just there to help. That's
Yeah,
it. They're
so-
basically going to be extras, and this is people are just up. They're outraged over just dumb shit. I mean, like I said, literally every fighter wears tight clothes. Even like male fighters wear tight clothes, and it's because you don't want loose shit to get caught on something, right? But they're not looking at that. They just want to see like if you're sexualizing it, that's on you. But that's literally the fucking GoPro stuff. But yeah, I mean that's just the way it is. Like I'm saying this as a grappler. I'm not wearing loose clothes. Like if you see me go and do jiu-jitsu when I do like what's called no-gi, I'm literally wearing like fucking spandex. Like I'm wearing shorts just so you can't see the outline of my dick. But if I was a girl, I wouldn't be wearing fucking shorts. I'd just be wearing, fucking tights.
And I guess I'm struggling with the whole thing of you see someone's stomach, and you see plenty of guys' stomach.
Yeah.
But you see a woman's stomach, and automatically that's a sexual problem. That's a leap.
And the funny part is that in the trailers, how does Aquaman look? No fucking shirt.
None.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
We had a question in the chat. So someone asked, wouldn't more armor be better for battle?
Now, if you're Amazon, no. Because you're already fucking tough as shit.
But
Well, if you don't need to wear armor, why the fuck would you wear armor?
I'm trying to sort of think like historically and everything, based on what we've seen them do in this, I guess, universe. Is their main weapons are what, swords, bows and arrows, and everything.
Sure.
Now, I mean, I'd have to maybe think on a little bit deeper, but historically, at the time when those were the main weapons of choice, was not the main defense, like shields and armor. Like if you think of like Shogun and like stuff
shields.
like that,
Well, see,
and even like medieval type stuff.
It depends on what you're doing. So most people always go back to like the medieval European shit. But if you look at other fucking armies and shit like that, look at the Mongols. They didn't fucking wear armor. Look at every African goddamn tribe. They didn't wear armor. Look at almost half of the fighting forces of Japan, like ninjas and shit. They didn't wear armor. There's been Native Americans, no fucking armor. So people, this is the problem. It's so fucking like it's not racist, but everybody thinks of like armor as like the European armor, but not everybody was fucking European. All right, even the Greeks, they didn't wear armor, like that much armor. They didn't.
Native Americans didn't really have access to like metal.
Yeah, they did.
I mean,
what are the weapons made out of?
Like
I thought it was stone.
stone
Mostly.
and
Well,
they grinded
they
shit.
had access to metal too.
Maybe.
They made arrowheads out of more than just obsidian, even though obsidian was kind of superior, but it broke. So that's why they had metal ones too.
I just think in terms of like them crafting entire wardrobes. I don't know.
No. There's no need to do it because that's not the way they fought.
These are fictional characters. I have to keep going back to that though. I mean, the mascara doesn't exist.
Well, but it's based upon like Greek armor, right? It's based on Greek mythology, and if you look at any Greek mythology, you don't see the heroes wearing armor.
Sure, but all I'm saying is from a comic book standpoint, and that's where this is all coming from, whether they do or don't, nobody knows the name of most of the Amazonian fighters. You talk about Foot Clan in a lot of ways. They're extremely strong, skilled warriors, but you don't know them on a first-name basis. Many of them besides Diana.
I just don't want to see them getting killed off like extras.
Sure.
That's my whole concern.
Sure.
I did see some clip where it looked like Aquaman was just struggling with some lines. I forget what was going on.
Oh, like lines from the movie?
Yeah, they showed like this new clip from Justice League, and I got caught in front of another goddamn TV where I had to forcefully watch it. And it was just like, that was awkward and not enjoyable.
I don't know.
But we'll see.
Are you seeing it this week? This weekend or
I don't
Thanksgiving
know.
weekend?
I'm not even. I'll probably wait till maybe Tuesday and see it. We have the thing on Friday, so I might just try to avoid the crowd.
I'm looking at some Greek armor. Some of this is pretty crazy looking.
Maybe. Remember the Greeks were in power for
A while.
They had an empire for a long, long time. So, I don't know. I literally don't think this is a big deal. If this is going to prevent you from seeing Justice League, you got other issues.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think this is a game breaker. It'd be different if they did some like shit where the tits were out or something.
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, I don't know about that.
I'd skeet and bust, but
Yeah, but still, it'd be like your boy Louis C.K.
Eating and busting in a movie theater is illegal.
Oh God!
Damn.
I thought this was America.
Do whatever you want.
Totally fucked.
Yeah.
Sticking with DC, did y'all already talk about Zachary Levi?
Oh, Shazam.
Yeah. So this was Chuck, right?
Yeah.
He's got to work out a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
A lot.
It's like it would be honestly, it should be like a John Cena type dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a big yoked dude.
What if this is coming out maybe 2 years from now? He could put on some serious weight because even Chris Evans
do
and
steroids,
Chris Hemsworth, they weren't that huge prior to their roles. So you could do a lot with strength conditioning. I hear you.
And steroids.
And steroids, sure.
Let's not forget that. That's the dirty secret of fucking Hollywood.
Horse
they do
steroids.
Holy shit.
But,
Wait, the horse tranquilizers or horse
I
steroids?
haven't seen fucking Chuck in anything lately. Have I been missing him?
Yeah, I haven't seen him anything.
Yeah,
either.
wasn't he in a TV show or some shit recently?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not super excited about this. I'm more excited about Black Adam with The Rock than I am anything else. And I don't know if that's getting a solo movie or if that's in this. But
Well, he's supposed to be in a movie that's coming up, right? Is it Justice League?
this one,
I know
Justice
it's
League,
an upcoming one. So
I don't know.
I don't know which one.
I don't know.
Maybe it's Wonder Woman 2. I don't fucking know.
Who knows?
But
It's gonna be crazy.
we'll see. I'm not really excited. It sounds like nobody fucking else is either.
Yeah, it does look a little.
It sounds suspect.
Yeah.
Sounds suspect as motherfucking shit. Tell me if you guys talked about this last week because I didn't listen and I had to leave a little early. Disney in talks with purchasing.
We touched about this a little bit. We didn't have full details and whatnot.
The only way that this is stupid, but there's anti monopoly laws, right? Even though they're pretty much ignored all the fucking time, but this would be one of the biggest ones if
Really?
they bought. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Look at how much Disney made last year.
Well, they made plenty, yeah.
No, not just plenty. It was historical.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's ridiculous. Like you can't.
Yeah,
and,
because
I hear you.
and they're already using the fact they made that much money to bully what do you call it, like movie theater companies. Like they're demanding like more percentages on movies.
yeah, and
So-
them buying 20th Century Fox eats up part of the competition. So
Yeah. And it'd be totally unfair to everybody else because they're already like I said, the way they're building it's not only are they demanding high percentages, but they're demanding that any movie that they put into a theater gets in the largest screen only, and it has to stay in there for at least 1 month. That fucks over a shitload of fucking other production companies,
That would be some bully tactics.
and they're already doing it.
Did they do that shit with that IMAX Inhumans bullshit?
Oh, well, it probably did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I get you on the business side. From a fan standpoint, I've always wanted to see Marvel make some fucking X-Men movies or Marvel make some Fantastic Four Silver Surfer. I mean, that would just be fucking fun. I'd love to see the revitalization because they've done 3 Fantastic Four movies and all of them have been shit. And about half or 2/3 of the X-Men ones have been subpar. You know, we've gotten some good ones. Don't get me wrong. But
yeah, it's weird because even though we may shit on them, because Apocalypse was shit, but it made retarded money. So
I mean, it didn't make MCU.
it didn't, but it was making hundreds of millions.
It did well.
So I mean, it definitely made its money back and some profit.
Mostly because of overseas, I would think.
Yeah.
too.
It still made that money.
I don't think it's hit 100 million on opening weekend. Any of the X-Men movies?
Ooh, not
yeah.
even Logan or Deadpool.
or even
well,
Days
no,
of Future
okay.
Past.
No, I don't. I meant like the X-Men team movies.
You might. Oh, I'd have to look it up to be sure. But
Actually, we can look at it real quick.
'Cause I think the third one might be the most
profitable.
profitable. I mean,
Oh, Last Stand.
that might be. 'Cause I know it
That
did-
is very, very possible.
I think it did better than the first two, even though I like the second one much better. I
Now,
like the second
remember-
one in First Class. but-
Shit, the first X-Men movie came out in 2000.
Yep.
So, and it was like, received so, but it was like enough to garner them a sequel.
Certainly.
So,
And it did well. I mean, it did well box office wise. But would you want to see all new casting? Again, part of the MCU for X-Men. I would.
oh, of course, this will give them the chance to bring out a real Doctor Doom.
Yep.
Potentially bring in She-Hulk.
I thought they.
When has She-Hulk even hit the big screen? Even the small screen, even.
I didn't know that they owned the rights to her.
Last
Yeah.
Stand Last Stand did 102 on opening weekend.
Opening weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's
was the
good, okay.
highest. Yeah.
But I mean, just being able to tell big cosmic, and then obviously you have Guardians already, but being able to tell big cosmic time shifting fucking storylines, you could do almost anything with the goddamn X-Men. You know, and you could do almost anything with the Fantastic Four.
Unfortunately, you got to reset. I think you got to reset.
Yeah,
gotta
you'd
do
have
a
to.
hard fucking reset
Because they pretty much lost Hugh Jackman. I mean, they would probably recast all the X-Men.
I would be okay with a reset though. I really would be.
Oh gosh.
You don't want a reboot of any X-Men, even MCU.
A reboot I think would be necessary, but I would have to live a good. I think for the storyline to get interesting for me, I'd have to wait another 12 years because they would just
Damn.
they'd have to restart and reintroduce the characters and do some dumb shit again, like like most of the reboots do. I mean, Homecoming didn't really do it per se, but most of the time this is Professor X, blah 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 blah. Oh, Jean Grey, introduce you to her. I don't want to see that. And it'll just be a couple years and iterations before they get to Mr. Sinister then I'll be excited. But essentially, I got to see Magneto, I got to see Mystique, and all that shit.
So let me
Holy
just
shit.
give you just a slight image of how much money Disney's making more than everybody else, and why it'd be a monopoly if they bought Fox. They made over $6 billion in 2016. Nobody else even came fucking close, y'all. Nobody
Of course
came
not.
close.
I mean, what? Oh, in 2016. Because I'm thinking they were probably still getting Star Wars money early 2016.
Well,
Yeah, well, and this was in November. It was
Oh, shit.
It was 5.8 billion in November 2016. That's why I said it was over 6 billion because I know that
they
Star
had
Wars
something
over
come out.
billion.
Oh,
and
when?
then they had
Well, Star Wars came out.
Yeah,
then
but
they
I'm
had-
thinking, when did Beauty and the Beast drop? Is that
that's
this year?
this year.
Okay.
They had Beauty and the Beast, 3 MCU movies,
Oh, yeah.
and Star Wars coming
Up, I mean, they probably easily have made over.
Oh,
$4
and
billion
and the
this year.
Pixar Disney Coco dropping.
Oh,
over
that drops in a
Thanksgiving
week.
weekend too. So you're right. They're huge. They're 8,000-pound gorilla in the room.
Yeah, they just can't keep buying companies. We have monopoly laws for a reason, even though they're mostly, ignored. But in this case, I don't think you can really ignore this. They'd be too much of a monopoly.
I'd be willing to skip over the monopoly stuff and just say the rights for certain characters would be fun.
Well, yeah, I mean that would be fun, but yeah, it's a lot. You know what I mean? And eventually they're gonna get lazy because this is one of the bad things about monopolies. If you know anything about economics, is that when you have somebody that has a monopoly and there's no competition, that means basically they can give you any fucking product they want.
Yeah,
And
ruins
then eventually
innovation.
it'll be shit products.
Yeah.
So
Competition is a good thing. All right.
True.
Where else we going? Oh, you want to go into the B then B?
and there's a question.
Was there?
not on here.
You guys mentioned some. What was your shit then?
He was talking about last week.
Oh,
That was the
okay.
last week one.
Well, we want to
Well,
talk
Where
about
you guys
shows?
had to denounce Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's get into these shows, goddammit, because we had a big Mr. fucking robot.
We had all kinds of shit.
This was the best. This is one of the best cinematography TV shows ever, which is the last Mr. Robot. That was from last week, not today, because obviously we're podcasting today and we're not watching it right now. But the reason why I say it was a cinematography feat is because they basically made the entire episode look like one shot.
Yep.
And I noticed it like 5 minutes in. I was like, this is basically one shot. And even where they masked the cuts, they were still fucking amazing. And just from a cinematography standpoint, that was a great episode. Even beyond that, it was still a great episode.
Yeah, because the story was fucking twisted, too, because it kind of changed some shit up.
Basically, they had an all-out corporate riot going on at E-Corp.
Even before that, where Elliot's trying to get out when HR is coming for his ass.
Yeah.
'Cause he's been posting dick memes at work.
Why you shaming though? Kick shaming.
He's like, oh shit, HR coming. And he's got to pull these sly moves and shit. I was cracking up laughing. Picked the wrong lady to try to go on her computer.
Yep.
Try to be like, oh, I need to check that. And she was quick to rat out
Yeah,
the
he's
other
all
guy.
I'm from IT.
It was hilarious. But yeah, it was a epic episode on so many fronts.
Dude, it was scary. It was nerve-wracking.
Oh, yeah.
And I've been lukewarm on Angela. At least early on, the first couple of seasons. I've warmed up to her. I like her so much more
She's
now.
actually, she's kind of hot now, which is, yeah.
So she
at first I
turned
was
into a
like, meh.
bitch. So she's a bitch now, so that makes her hot.
I don't know if it's just because she's kind of a bitch now, but there's something about her now. She's kinda
You
hot.
needed to replace your love that got shot in the head. That's what you needed.
Oh, yeah. God damn. She was a fucking smoke show. Yeah. Man. I was hoping she wasn't dead. They fucking
Yeah, they ripped her
cracked
head
her dome
open.
open.
Like it's a bad dream.
Damn it.
Dream sequence.
Blood on the baby. But yeah, so
I tried to block that out of my mind, by the way.
And then he doesn't even know.
old girl is dead. His wife.
Yeah. Smoke
Yeah.
show. We'll just call it smoke show.
Yeah, Swedish chef.
Damn.
But yeah, for me though, Angela was just she was like super nervous but also calm at the same time during this all-out fucking riot through every single floor almost of fucking E-Corp. And she's on the phone getting instructions. She's like, yeah, I can handle this. I can do it. And I'm like, holy shit, are you sure?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's totally changed.
They're throwing Molotov cocktails and fucking rioting like a motherfucker right outside, you know? She's walking through riots.
She lucked out like twice.
Yeah.
Because the security had her dead to rights. Then all of a sudden he got busted over the head.
He got beat down.
Yeah. And then the one girl, I guess, saw her. She's like, hey, what you holding? You ain't
Yeah.
supposed to be on this floor.
Yeah.
And then she had the panic look on her face.
She's wearing white gloves like,
Yeah, exactly.
there's too much dust in this room.
Didn't she say something like, I was doing an audit on floor 22 and
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah?
she's
I
on.
was like,
I'm from the audit team from fucking Arizona.
She looked at her like, I don't know you. There ain't no audit team.
Yeah, you ain't no supposed to be up in here.
Whomstead in there?
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
That was
shit.
crazy. Well, also Elliot's journey when like Darlene dropped a bombshell on him
So did.
when she told him that she was working for the FBI,
Yeah.
and he was just like, "Well, what the fuck?" So I didn't know. I was wondering to see if Mr. Robot was going to jump out and then try to choke her out.
Damn.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
dude,
is
Mr.
violent.
Yeah,
He's violent.
They had
totally
to put him.
gets
They
violent.
put him in. Wasn't that the episode they put him to sleep? I watched
Yeah.
like 2 back to back.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
yeah.
did too. I did well. Yeah, the
Well, that was
one
the episode before.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
the episode
Oh, okay.
before, that's when he was starting to like kind of lose control a little bit, and so Angela had to hit him with some kind of
Syringe.
sedative or whatever, and she said it would keep him in the forefront. So I'm wondering what the fuck she gave
Elliot's,
him.
he's like, I don't remember what I did last week, and
Yeah.
he's struggling to keep it all together.
When you
or
start
at least
losing time, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Started accusing Kevin Spacey and everything.
oh shit, damn. So we've gotten this in season 1 because there was times he'd black out.
That's true.
And he wouldn't know what had happened, and we as an audience member would not see what he did. We would just see him wake up.
But you know what's funny? Like this whole season, I still think they're lying to us about something.
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
they lie
yeah.
to us all the time, and I'm fucking stick to it. I still think Tyrell is fucking Elliot.
All right, you sticking with
So
it?
I'm just sticking with it.
I love the car salesman about when he's
Oh,
talking
the-
about ribs.
Oh,
The
that dude's
cleaner.
dope.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I fucking love that.
Yeah,
dude.
he was busting out recipes and shit.
I like how I
He's
straight up lied to that dude about having kids and shit. He's like, no, I ain't got fucking kids.
Yeah, I was like, and he sold that story too. I was like, holy shit.
There's a Tyrell. He's lying to Tyrell.
Yeah, but he sold it fucking hella good.
But it's just fun to see like a crazy riot where you feel nervous for the characters. That just did it for me.
Oh,
man.
we got to give a shout out to the elevator dude. The dude that's always in his fucking hazmat
sandwich?
fucking suit, eating a sandwich every time. And like, she's the one that she's got to drop off the package to. And he's sitting there eating a sandwich and just staring at her like, all right, I'm out.
And was it the episode before though? Maybe it was where your girl from the FBI and the sister Darlene were talking at the bar, and she was just like, "Buy me a fucking drink, because you know what's gonna fucking happen here." And I guess she revealed that she was gay.
Yeah, they revealed that, and she's all like, because Darlene hit her with, "Oh, they don't allow muff divers in the FBI or something."
She did.
Somebody had said something about pronouns or whatever.
Yeah.
She picked
Oh,
up
she's
on
all,
it.
oh, we
Yeah.
played the pronoun game. She's all, I played this game. I was like, oh shit. Well, shit, Darlene's done it all.
Shit was
Goddamn.
fucking good. All right.
Yeah.
Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Everybody-
I still
everybody
watch
current?
Walking Dead. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not current, but go ahead.
Oh well, no, because there's like a big bombshell. So we're not
Ah,
talking
son
about
of a
it.
bitch.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm not current.
At the end of the episode, there's too big of a bombshell.
Well, what the fuck? Well, The Flash, y'all catch up on this?
I caught up today.
So, yeah, we haven't talked about Elongated Man yet. Because he
Plastic Man.
Plastic Man, yeah. Well, whatever. Elongated Man, Plastic Man, same
That's
fucking.
your fucking gay porn fantasy, bro.
So what? I don't kink shame you. Well, yeah, dude. Never mind.
Every day.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, every day. Yeah. So it's funny because if you ever seen what was that, them old '80s cartoons? They had Plastic Man. He had the red suit and he shaved and shit. This dude looks like him, except
Kinda.
without this. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, they did pretty good casting.
He's in
shit.
Justice League Action too.
You know what I was thinking? It could actually Alexander Skarsgård could have played him, but he's not goofy at all.
No, I take him seriously
Yeah, he seems
mostly.
very fucking serious.
Yeah. Plus, this plastic dude, he's super sleazy, like extra sleazy.
He's kind of supposed to be sleazy, a little goofy, you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's. I remember him being that sleazy.
I wish they would introduce Booster Gold because he's kind of.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That guy's a dick.
He's actually in a lot of Justice League Action episodes.
Yeah.
Watch some of those with him. But anyway,
I watched. I'm not caught up, but yeah, I watched the show a few times.
Yeah. So we find out, what was it, last week, that Plastic Man was hired by DeVoe to get some shit about Barry.
Bell Biv?
No. No, nobody knows the fuck you talking
You're
about.
not watching You watching the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
he talking about Belle Biv DeVoe.
Really?
I'm talking about for those of y'all who don't know who the fuck Belle Biv DeVoe is.
Youngsters.
Some of y'all young, like Terrence out there. No, you is. You don't know who the fuck we talking about.
Terrence probably knows.
I don't know.
His mama taught him.
But yeah, we see that, we get to meet the big bad. Because I was under the notion that this dude was in the future. And we find out this week that this dude has like a suburban house with his wife just chilling.
He's probably from the future, though.
He could be. He's got
got
with
a
all that
futuristic
crazy
ass chair.
Yeah, he's got a floating chair plus fucking holographic fucking screens floating on every wall and shit. So it's like weird.
His assistant looked kind of hot when she
Oh,
was
she's
home.
pretty
I was
bad.
like, all right.
Well,
Busted open?
she claimed that she's his wife, at least to them. So who knows? Maybe she is just the assistant. Maybe he hired the help.
Could be a cut.
Could be.
Good like watching. I'm just saying.
Yeah, hiding in the closet. But,
Oh, god damn. But yeah, so far I've been kind of lukewarm on this season. I don't know about Plastic Man yet.
Can we talk about the shitty fucking cosplay with one of the Wells in the episode?
the fucking cyber.
Yeah,
the
I was
cyber
like,
one.
get that goddamn trash back off his face with that garbage on it.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
what the
fucking
fuck is wrong
awesome.
with you?
It's fucking awesome. He's eating rats and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
Council of Wells was
It was
weird.
funny, but
it was funny.
But that futuristic dude looked like shit. He looked like worse than like the original Terminator.
Oh, damn.
Like, y'all need to fire your fucking costume person.
That was like 83,
Yeah.
84. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because like each one I felt was a theme. You had like Mad Max Wells, fucking Hugh Hefner Wells, and
Yeah.
Andy Warhol Wells.
Damn.
And then Wells from Earth 2. And it was like, what the fuck? And they were all just like chilling, trying to figure out fucking shit. But
Isn't the crossover end of this month?
I don't know. But I've seen images where it looks like Ali is wearing some Nazi uniform.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? So they're talking about Earth X. They've been teasing it. I don't know when it airs, but it'll be coming up pretty soon. Yeah.
All right. Can we switch it just a little bit?
Yeah.
Staying with shows though. Junie Taizan Zodiac motherfucking Wars. We got to talk about this, man.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite new animes this year. It's up there with Black Clover. Actually, I kind of like this one more because I like Black Clover, but Asta is fucking loud as shit, and it gets a little. It's enjoyable, but he's kind of fucking annoying.
He's out there.
Zodiac War though, that shit is fucking violent, and people die every goddamn episode.
Multiple now.
Yeah,
Now it seems
yeah.
like at least 2.
Yeah, this is like the fucking craziest shit. Basically, it's a tournament of 12 people that where basically one of them is gonna survive and they get any wish they want granted, and they have a time limit on when they can kill each other. Basically, they make them all swallow this poison jewel, and in I think it's like 48 hours they'll die.
Yep. But the city is completely evacuated.
Yeah.
It's just them in it. And they all represent a zodiac sign from, I think, either the Chinese zodiac calendar or
Or
Japanese.
Japan. I don't know which one, but because they have like dragons and oxes and shit like that. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, that ain't my zodiac.
Well, actually, maybe it is Chinese. So there's like a monkey, the rat, and all that. Maybe it's Chinese.
Yeah. But
And they're all like, some of them are way more badass than others, and some of them that you think are badass are not, and ones they don't think are badass are really badass.
they keep me on my fucking toes. I was rooting for fucking Sheep. Like,
Oh,
Sheep,
yeah.
Sheep was this old man that had literally won this battle royale in the years past and had a good backstory of why he wanted to re-enter it, and all of a sudden he made a shitty decision and got
he did.
fucked up.
He got fucked up bad. I was like, damn. There's like some really fucked up deaths in this one, and I think one of the worst ones was what was it? The chicken.
Yeah,
Yeah, chicken was like, she had some badass powers, man.
she did.
Yeah,
She did.
I was like, damn. She had basically fucking birds eating people and shit. I was
And
like,
nobody
it's
saw it
fucked up.
coming either. Like, you were just
No.
like, what the fuck? Like, she
Yeah.
seems weak as shit.
Oh yeah, and then she crushed some guy's face, and then the rabbit, he's a necromancer, so he brings like people back to life to like work for him, and he seems like kind of OP right now.
Yep.
So I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with that dude.
He's okay. Just to describe him, he's a dude in heels and a speedo, wearing a little
Suspenders.
Yeah, suspenders and a little bow tie,
I'm just gonna get a picture of
and
it.
he's kind of like a male Playboy bunny, basically,
Okay.
but with psychotic eyes. And he's a true necromancer, and he's fucking making all these dead corpses that he's killed become his quote unquote friends and do his bidding. it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, he's. Let me see if I can get a full body picture of him because he's fucking. He's crazy as fuck, but he's rather effective.
And you underestimate him at first, and then it's like, holy shit, he started the fucking killing before the game started. If you like any type of just last man standing kind of fun, violent animes, this is fucking it, man.
This is super gay looking, but this is.
That's him though.
This is Rabbit.
Yep.
Yeah, and he fucks people up. Like if it's not him himself, his puppets are fucking people up. So
super OP. Definitely watch it. It's on Crunchyroll. I'm loving that one. I'm loving Black Clover. Did you ever get into the Ancient Magus Bride or Magus Bride?
not yet. Today was like kind of busy for me. I had to read a bunch of comics.
No
so,
worries.
Yeah.
I still will say that one, for those of you who like some of the Miyazaki films, like Spirited Away and all that, it's a anime that kind of is reminiscent of that. So it's worth trying. Nowhere near as violent. No fudas, which is disappointing, but I live with it.
Really quick, Legend of Tomorrow showed Themyscira on the show.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. I wish Blue was here because we'd be able to briefly review it. But yeah, they drop off. Basically, the episode ends with them dropping off Helen of Troy in Themyscira.
That's pretty cool. All
yeah,
right.
it was pretty interesting.
Did you see abs on the war?
No, they land her on the beach so she can walk into the...
So they wouldn't get fucked up.
Yeah. But, someone who drops them off is another female. So it's two females that go to...
So they're safe.
Yeah, so pretty much they were safe.
They
No,
started
they didn't get
scissoring?
fucked up. It kind of ends, so you never know. I mean, it could have happened. I mean, Helen was pretty bad in the episode.
Nice.
All right, let's talk about comics for a minute.
Go ahead.
There's,
shit. Wait. We gotta talk about Star Trek Discovery though.
Oh, couldn't talk about it afterwards. Well, I guess.
All right,
it's
yeah,
on
that's
TV.
fine.
So, no, it's fine. Go ahead.
So we haven't talked about the last few episodes. So we were talking about the Spore Drive, how they were using it, and how it was making the little pasty dude fucking crazy and like out of time type thing. Harry Mudd shows up and takes hostage of the ship, puts it in a time loop.
That was episodes ago. God damn. What
Yeah,
the
but
fuck,
we didn't
man?
talk about that. I'm just briefly going through it real quick. And then, so I thought it was the season finale, but it's just a hiatus.
Yeah,
They jumped back up in January. They're coming back with more episodes. But their mid-season finale had this guy with PTS going through some stuff that happened to him with the Klingons. He was tortured and looks like experimented on or some shit.
He was raped.
He was raped.
He was raped.
And we get
multiple
to see
times.
Klingon titties.
Yeah.
Like nipples and shit.
Blue, green. What color is
Blue?
Gray.
Gray
It
titties?
Yeah, kind of
was
gray.
It looked
Yeah.
kinda bluish.
Well, she's gray, so why would they?
Oh, maybe it's the lighting.
Yeah. She's definitely gray. But anyway, yeah, that's why I said this was never made for network television.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It's a fucking great show. It is almost worth paying for, but I'm not paying that much money a month
For
for
one
one
show.
fucking show. Like I'm not.
And you still have to wait weekly, right?
Yeah, it's fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, but it honestly is one of the best shows on TV right now. I can say that with, unequivocally now. It really is one of the best shows on TV right now, especially with like the material they're going over. The male rape stuff was like legit. It was the guy going through post-traumatic stress was legit. The way that the CGI, all their like production value is legit. I just wish that they wouldn't have put it on CBS and made you pay a monthly fee for it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Didn't you say like a while ago that they own Showtime?
Yeah, they own Showtime. They should have put it on Showtime.
Yeah, that would have been totally been okay with, because there's a lot of graphic shit that goes down, and they swear, and they show Klingon titties. Which
And
is,
there's a lot of gore. Like when they went
Yeah.
back to the Ship of the Dead.
oh yeah,
they
there's
showed-
bodies. They have bodies piled all
ripped
over the
apart.
fucking floor.
Not just they were ripped apart. They're
Yeah, there's
missing
blood
legs,
everywhere.
guts, heads, and shit. It's
Yeah,
all
chest
fucked
ripped
up.
open. It was-
Even the movies don't have titties and a whole lot
No,
of swearing or
no,
gore.
not like
so.
no, not really.
But it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, going in, they kept telling people that this was going to be edgy, it was going to be different, that they probably were going to swear, and they did. I mean, I know a lot of purists are like, oh, they're kind of shitting on the legacy and they're fucking up the timeline kind of thing, but for the most
yeah, I don't
part,
think so.
the story's been really interesting and intriguing. There's still mysteries still solved. They don't ignore that they still exist with the Enterprise, because they mentioned the Enterprise and its crew a little bit.
Yeah.
And they realize that they're a science ship, so they do things differently than the flagship. So they do some shit that's pretty interesting. It's definitely worth a watch. There's only 8 or 9 episodes out.
I think 9, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So if you were able to get a chance to watch it, I definitely highly recommend it. We will debate if it will be a nominee for the Golden Eggplants this year.
It's a nominee for me for sure. Even though I'm watching it, illegally right now, I'm buying the Blu-ray when it comes out. So,
yeah, and it's not done.
No. I mean, it's like I said, it's a great show, and it has a decent cast, and yeah, I don't get the whole thing about putting on the wrong channel.
Yeah, they do. I know that they've done like the first lesbian kiss on Deep Space Nine, but it was two lesbians. But now they're doing like a gay male relationship, like they're a couple on the ship.
Wow.
Which we haven't seen really in Star Trek. Like, yeah, we've seen, people kiss that were the same sex, but this is an actual couple living and working together, which we haven't seen in the Star Trek universe. So that's interesting. It's just super gritty for a Star Wars show, which I think is new, different, and a little fresh. I know a lot of people might be confused, like which timeline this is in, but I think it's kind of obvious when you watch it. So we'll see what happens with the rest of the season.
Cool. I know we want to get into comics, and I know you got plenty to go over. Stitch, are you reading any of these X-Men?
Oh yeah,
Real quick.
I'm gonna give a nice review once well, next week I'll be able to.
All right, I want
give
your
a
blue,
complete-
gold, and
yeah.
astonishing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Maestro, right? Or Maestros?
Maestros. Well, actually, there's a couple comics I wanted to talk about. I'm going to start actually with Batman. Batman's been pretty. There's 2 Batman series that you should be reading if you're a comic fan. Even if you're not a Batman fan, but if you're a comic fan, you should definitely read these. The first one I'm going to recommend highly is Batman White Knight. Imagine a story where you have the Joker, but he becomes sane. And so after he becomes sane, he realizes that he basically got fucked over by Batman and the GCPD. And he's basically turning the crowd's favor back towards him to see that GCPD and Batman are really the bad guys.
Wow.
Because he's saying how he never really killed people, and there's no evidence showing that he killed anybody. What he did admit to was like robbing people. Like he definitely robbed people, and that was wrong. But he served his time, so he ends up getting out of jail. But now he's sane. He's taking medication to be sane.
Wow.
And so he takes off his fucking makeup. He goes back to, I think it's Jack Napier or something like that. It's like his real name. And it's like really interesting to see him like break down like line by line, like how the system fucked him over and made him the boogeyman. Yeah, so it's really fucked up to read. And then there's like a really interesting scene with Harley Quinn.
Okay.
That I don't want to give away because like it really tripped me out. And there's even like throwbacks to Batman the Animated Series.
Nice.
If you ever seen the episode where they talk about how they almost killed Batman?
Yes, that was a
They
great
bring
one.
that up in issue number 2, so it's really good. Also, the Batman Metal series is fucking excellent. Keeps getting better. I keep thinking that these dark versions of Batman they're really terrifying, but like the latest one, the Batman Who Laughs. That's probably the most fucked up one because it's basically the Batman and Joker in one person.
Nice.
And he's really fucked up. Basically destroyed a planet, like an entire planet.
Holy fuck.
Destroyed it, just through like his plans and shit. And yeah, it's just been really good. And it's also the Batman Metal series ties into like the Justice League, Suicide Squad, and Teen Titans. So they're all really good. And then one of my favorite new comics, this is the dankest comic so far of 2017, is going to be Maestros, and it's from Image Comics.
What's Maestros about?
Maestros is about a wizard who is basically like the king of basically multiple different realms.
Okay.
Who dies, and he has a son, a half-human son, that takes over like him being like what's called a maestro.
Is he an alien god kind of thing?
He's not. I don't know if he's an alien or not. He might be, but he definitely like has dominion over alien races and stuff. And so like the first 3 pages of the first episode or the first issue are super gory. People like torn apart and shit like that. Mm-hmm. In the same issue, there's a guy that uses magic to make his dick bigger, so it's fucking hilarious.
Which is what one does.
Yeah, exactly. You got magic powers, you know. or money, because basically he paid somebody to give him a bigger dick. And then in issue 2, which just came out, I think I don't know if it was today or last week, because I had 2 comic book pulls this week, because I missed last week. So if you see the pile here, if you're watching live, these are 2 weeks worth, so it was a lot of money. But yeah, the second episode is the guy's son taking over, being the maestro, and him like basically trying to bring together all these realms, but making a lot of changes.
Okay.
Like he has this thing called like the Khaleesi Pact, where he makes like there's like slavery is illegal now.
Like Khaleesi. All right.
Yeah. So it's like hilarious. There's like a lot of like modern day references in the comic. I think it's really good. So far, it's gory, it's dank, there's sex, there's titties and shit. So it's been really good so far. It's by Image, like I said.
Any footage?
Not so far, but I would not be surprised if there are footage eventually in this, because there's some kind of fucked up shit in this. It's up there right now with Saga and East of West for me.
Wow. High praise. I like it.
It's very high praise.
All right.
I think that's all I'm going to talk about for comics for now.
Cool. If we didn't have any B than BTIs.
We do.
Okay, what you got?
One of them is a little long. Hang on, let me pull this up.
You got to be prepared, goddammit. What the
Okay,
fuck?
so this is from Mile High Blurred.
What do you got?
He said he's curious to know about our thoughts. So this is from a statement that was, I think, today. So this is from the Marvel Heroes Omega. So the official statement from Gazillion says, "We're sad to inform our players and our entire Marvel Heroes family that Marvel's Omega will be shutting down.
That was fast.
The Marvel Hero servers will stay on until December 31st, 2017. We'll be removing real money purchases as soon as possible. Players will be able to play the game entirely for free once this sunset period commences. We will share the exact date things go completely free as soon as we can. We've had the privilege of collaborating with players for 4 years. And
Blah, 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 blah,
blah. Thank you, blah, blah, blah." So Mile High Blurred wants to know what we think about this shutdown.
That's fucking bullshit, because that game just came out this year.
I'm not even familiar with
was a
this.
I
couple
have the
months
game.
ago,
It's free to,
Yeah.
I just saw last night that it's free to play.
But
I downloaded it free to play.
Okay.
did I too? I thought I got it. It was free for me, but I thought it was through PSN. But that's pretty fucked up that it didn't even last a year.
What type of game is it?
It's
not
like
familiar.
Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was maybe like 4 or 5 months ago.
So
4 or 5 months ago.
was it trash? I mean,
No, it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
It's probably better than DC Universe Online.
but
Okay.
so they did this though because sales have been poor, or
It doesn't state.
are we thinking sales were poor, or
No idea. Maybe
Wow.
they got acquired by somebody?
who? What was the name of the company again?
Gazillion.
I don't know.
No idea.
Yeah, it came out on June 30th.
Wow, that is
wow.
recent. That is super recent. And Marvel's done all right lately, especially with some, they had Marvel versus Capcom, and they had.
So they've had several iterations. They have Marvel Heroes 2015, Marvel Heroes 2016, and Marvel Heroes Omega.
Seems well now for the people who paid, they paid retail price for it and some in-game purchases. Is that what we're
Yeah,
hearing?
they're talking about
there's in-game
looks-
purchases.
Yeah, so it looks like all that shit's about to go free.
Damn, that always sucks when something's free. Like it would be like buying a game and then PSN making it
Make
free.
it free. Mm-hmm.
Even buying it used, it just fucking feels awful. So yeah, heart goes out to those folks. I don't know if Mile High is one of them. They got rickrolled by them.
Yeah, that's real fucked up. I guess on to the next. Jason had asked, "What is your favorite going out like a G moment in a movie?"
God,
He said he'll start, and he said it's his is Al Pacino in Scarface.
Ooh, he did when he sniffed all that coke. Got out that machine gun or
Yeah.
that big ass gun and.
Mine is gonna be Bill from Kill Bill.
Oh,
Going out like a G.
yeah.
Took him fucking 5 steps, went out.
He did. David
Also,
Carradine.
honorable mention would be was it? Is it not Alfonso? The guy from
I know what you're about to say. I'm going to say before
Training Day.
Alonzo.
yeah, Alonzo. Training Day.
King Kong
Yeah.
ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You got one stitch?
No, that's where I was going. I'd have to think of another one, but yeah, that one.
Dude, there's some pretty epic ones.
I'm gonna go with, in a lot of ways, even though it was kind of a tearjerker and to some people, Han Solo with.
oh God damn it!
I mean,
No, not
yeah.
that. I thought of another one.
Han Solo with Kylo Ren. He went out and just
Yeah.
do it. I'm ready.
I'm gonna say
Shit.
Kevin Spacey in 7.
Oh,
'Cause
shit.
Essentially,
He essentially wins.
he checkmated fucking Brad Pitt.
Yep. What's in the box?
Yeah, to completing his fucking 7 things, and I mean, he went out. He completed his masterpiece,
Yep.
as he put it, and became Wrath and whatever.
Then he raped children.
Then he raped.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Awful.
Then he became Lust.
Oh, bad. Old Ninja, what you got?
Shit. There's a couple.
Just
But
pick
what
one,
if-
goddammit.
There's one that's not from a movie, and I'm gonna say Elena Tyrell from
Alright.
Game of Thrones, because she went out. She basically told Jamie
Yeah.
to
that was a
go.
good one.
I guess what you thought your own brother did this, but it was me. I'm gonna tell you. Make
was
sure your
gangster.
sister know
That was
that it was
gangster.
me. I'm gonna sip this in front of you and not even fucking cry or nothing.
That was gangster.
And also and Rogue One, the team from Rogue One.
Ooh,
They all
that's
went
good.
out.
They all did go
They
out
all
gangster.
go out fucking pretty gangster.
They did. That,
Nobody cried. Everyone like went down for the cause.
You know what? I need to see Rogue One again, goddammit.
You
Because
have, like-
Disney's gonna pull
Yeah,
that
you
shit
got, like,
at the
2
end of the year, probably off of Netflix.
And then they're gonna be like, "Oh, we're gonna take it out of the vault so you can pay for it again."
Yeah,
Ah,
fuck that shit.
bullshit.
But it was good. I want to see it again just because it was good. All right, if that was the last one, let's round it on up.
What were yours?
I said, damn it, God, what damn?
Yeah, you
didn't
didn't
say
pick one.
nothing.
You
No, I
didn't say
did.
nothing.
Did you?
Alzheimer's kicking in for him.
Oh, he said Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo.
Oh, that's
Han
right.
Solo with
That's
Kylo.
right.
Sorry. Old Ninja, what you got populating? We all had the fucking cigar event on Friday.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to make that. But tomorrow, like I said, I'm gonna be playing Battlefront 2. Be twitching out probably the campaign as I'm starting to play. 12:01 Friday morning, I'm watching episode 1, season 1 of The Punisher.
Oh fuck, that's out
So
already.
I'm watching the first 2 episodes that morning, Friday morning, and then Saturday there's a crab fest.
Crab?
Yeah, there's a crab fest in San Jose, I believe. It's already kind of sold out.
Is the crowd
But
safe
goddamn it.
this year already?
I
'Cause,
don't know, but if
You
I
better
die,
know. You're trying to kill people.
I'll kill myself.
A little bit of mercury between.
Yeah, it
them.
was a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Matt had a really good one when he said Rorschach. I can't even say the
Oh,
word.
Rorschach.
Yeah, he went on like a G.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
yeah.
on the movie for
Didn't give a
yeah.
fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a crab fest on Saturday night. I'm trying to go with some family, and then after the crab fest, supposed to see Justice League.
All right,
So
Kronos, what you got?
Nothing. I mean, I'm looking forward to the cigar and whiskey night. It's going to be at the Aloni Cigar Lounge in Fremont, California, on Friday. I don't know exactly what it's the 17th.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds right.
we'll be there like around 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Probably CP time, but we'll try to be there at 7 p.m.
Yep. And you can BART there too.
Yeah, you can BART, and then it's sort of walk. It's walking distance if you can walk
Yeah,
like a normal
not too
human.
bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly close, but you can walk there.
Yeah, you could definitely. It's like what?
half a mile at
Yeah,
most.
it's like
At most.
it's like 2 blocks away.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's not bad. So I'm actually gonna BART and Uber
Yeah.
probably there.
Yeah.
So other than that, just doing some more jiu-jitsu, taking care of my shin because I actually got the diagnosis back for my shin. I have a hematoma and a bone bruise.
This
So-
is from jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. That's why I told you like the last match that I had, like I fucked up my shin like real bad,
Oh, shit.
and it's not broken, which is good, but it definitely fucked up. So I'm taking care of that, trying to ice it and stuff. I got to I'm using lidocaine and a fucking shin pad when I do jiu-jitsu now. So I feel like an old fucking man, but I am old, so whatever.
There it is.
Oh shit.
Stitch, what you got?
Pretty much event tomorrow. I mean on Friday. Then gonna watch a lot of Punisher. I'm gonna try to probably knock that out in like 48 hours if possible.
Are we still going to split it up like first 4 episodes next week?
Yeah, because we don't know when Blue's coming back.
All right.
So
He'll be back next week.
I hope so. If he's feeling better.
We'll see.
Then I'll be twitching out some more of Evil Within. That's what I was doing during my little gaming marathon with it. So I'll be twitching that out so everyone can see me running away from crazy ass spirits and brain eating things. Other than that, that seems to be about it. Weather's kind of rainy. And
Yeah.
Shit,
A
so
little bit.
It's perfect gaming weather.
yeah, absolutely. You break out the electric blanket, some apple cider. It's my time of year.
There you go.
For sure.
Still finishing up Call of Duty for me. Working on Destiny. Trying to still find folks for the raid.
Ooh,
At least
finished
on
the raid.
PS4. So I need to do that shit. And I'm still working my way. Still playing a little bit of 2K. And I even got that Resident Evil, which I don't have time for.
Oh, already? Oh, you bought it too early.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking going on sale in like do a week.
Oh, I got it super cheap though. Super cheap on Amazon. So take us on out.
All right, you can tweet at us at BThanBTI. That's BTHANBTI. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and what's the other big social one? Whatever. You can check us out.
You can find us anywhere.
BThanBTI. Yeah. Check out our official website, binheadproductions.com/BThanBTI. Check us out. If you're not listening to us on SoundCloud, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Player FM, Stitcher, probably any other podcasting you can look. I don't know about Google. Google has like a podcast thing. I don't know if
We're on Google as well.
Okay, there you
We're
go. You
everywhere.
can check us out in there. Look for us at BThanBTI. We'll pop up. Leave us a message. Email us. Whatever. There you go.
All right.
Eggplants are her future.
Ski, ski, ski.
Oh, there's gonna be a new Black and Yellow recording tomorrow.
Oh, shit.